Hey there, Floss Tube. This is Cathy, the hands-on designer, coming at you today with another video. Well, let's see. You didn't get me the entire month of January and now twice in February. And I brought a special guest with me today. This is
Bill,
my husband, my other half, the inspiration behind a lot of what goes on here, the person who without his help, I probably couldn't do a lot of what I do. So he's CFO where he works during the day, but he's also my CFO. He is also the shipping department. So if you ever have any questions about your shipping, talk to him.
On. I'm just working for the boss.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's going to join me for today. So, yay! Nice to have a little bit of company here on screen.
Good to be here.
Want to thank everybody, number one, for a lot of the comments after the last video, a lot of the helpful hints about vitamins and chicken noodle soup and honey. I've had so much honey, I probably could buzz like a bee. And now I'm afraid he's getting it back. Hopefully not. But things kind of went a little downhill after that last video. About 2 days, I couldn't talk without. I wasn't allowed to talk on our actual anniversary. It was the quietest anniversary I think.
She was on strict orders from the shipping department not to talk.
Because he loves me, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you said. Anyway, just maybe, anyway, so obviously a little bit better now. So that's good. Just a quick update on Chalk on the Farm. Fresh Eggs Farm has shipped out to the shops that ordered it. It will be heading out this week to distributors. So if your shop is one who only orders from the distributors, they should be getting it soon. So Priscilla and Chelsea talked about it yesterday in their video. They're already starting to stitch away for the stitch along. I can't remember the PC Fresh hashtag PC Fresh Eggs Farm, I believe. I'll look it up and put it in the notes. You don't remember?
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that's just an update on Fresh Eggs Farm. And our dog is joining us too. She doesn't want to be left out. So what else happened this week? Well, as I said, on our anniversary, the day I wasn't allowed to speak, and we did all the shipping and everything, but that is also the day. Last week I shared with you all the little anniversary designs that I've done for Bill over the years, and he does love that he's a little bit of hands-on marketing now. My kids are used to it too. The whole family's used to it. But anyway, so I did a post on a blog post and also an email with this year's little anniversary gift. With You, I Am Home. Remember, I said last video that a lot of the designs you're going to see this year have to do with, kind of the fact that we're
working on building a house.
Yes, working a lot. Anyway, so that's this year's. We are getting already a lot. My mailman once again asked me if I was famous. Self-addressed stamped envelopes for the, we bought several hundred of the little buttons, and then I also have a little bit of this particular fabric, enough for the first 100. So I'll send you a little 3x5 piece so that you can finish like mine. Now, there is an error on the chart. Of course. The teal color is listed as 97. I thought I had corrected it, but apparently I did not hit save. Yeah. He knows me well. Yeah. And it is 597. It's the turquoise color. After we shoot this video, I will go and hit save. So anyway, lots of mail starting to come in already. This is just 2 days, something like that. Yeah. And I've already, it was like higher, but I got rid of a lot of the envelopes. So just thank you for some of the pretty notes. I wanted to share a couple a couple of them with you without, they're coming in order, so I know which is the first 100 to get your fabric. Couple I wanted to point out to you. I have never seen these before. Isn't that beautiful? It's a sampler from Hands Across the Sea, excuse me, Nicola Parkman. She's that wonderful lecturer, sampler, expert who's come over to the States quite a bit and does lectures and everything. And on the back, how wonderful is a little chart. Now this does say it's from the Attic Needlework in Mesa, so it's a note card. And how nice is that for a stitcher to have, even if maybe you're not particularly into samplers, but I am. So this was beautiful. So maybe contact Jean at the Attic and see if there are things that box cards that she has left. So I did get a couple of those. This one, okay, you know how sometimes every once in a while, like there's a LOL, laugh out loud. You read something and you literally LOL. You don't even know about this one. No.
Uh-oh. Should I leave?
No. It's a beautiful little card. Just congratulations on your anniversary. It's from Kelly Sandage. So Kelly, you made me LOL. So she says, with a wish for many more loving years together, happy anniversary to one of my favorite designers. Well, she scores points there. So, and to Mr. Hands-On Design.
That's a new title. That's
so,
okay.
That's
very nice.
That made me LOL.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm gonna put that back in there. But lots of treasured little notes and little notes telling me that I'm one of the maybe reasons why you got back into stitching. So thank you. That just that just makes my heart happy. So so anyway, so we will. All the little hearts have been bagged up and are ready to start shipping tomorrow, right?
Sure.
So, not part of the shipping department. I'll take care of that.
That's the auxiliary shipping department.
So anyway, so yeah, okay. So that takes care of what's been going on this week. On Friday was that the day I notified shops about my newest series. I've talked a little bit about it. I've been sneaking some peeks out there about White Christmas, and I want to talk a little bit more about that today. White Christmas is a 9. Oh, I hope you're not getting sick,
Nope,
babe.
I'll be all right.
It's a 9-part ornament series. And I'm calling kind of the theme of this one, celebrating the quiet colors of the holiday season. And the reason why, again, I talked about, kind of a lot of the things going on in our lives are going to be a big emphasis in my designs this year. Houses have always kind of been a fascination of mine. If you ever talk to my mom, she'll tell you the story about how, she always thought I should have gone into architecture, but, she likes to tell that story. Anyway, so I have always had a fascination with little houses and even what I call the little zinc houses. I bought this one, I can't even remember where I bought it, but I bought it maybe like the first year we were married, I think. I've had it a long time. I always have like a cabinet where I keep just sort of a vignette of things from your childhood, when you were a baby, I've gotten from your mom, and things that I've had, from when I was a small child, and just kind of, just a little cabinet of mementos, and I always put this there. And then this always kind of gets tucked in. This was actually an anniversary card from my oldest sister, Karen. This card's 29 years old. It says on the back, it says happy first anniversary, paper houses. Because I think the symbol for your first year of marriage is paper. Paper. And we had just bought our first townhouse in the Northern Virginia area. So I fell in love with that when she gave it to me, and I've kept it all these years. So, so it's kind of a neat memory. So, in fact, it was kind of funny because when she signed it, they only had one child. She's got 3. So, anyway, so a lot of those motifs, the houses, the tin houses, the colors, I'll get going to the actual ornaments here. But I do want to tell a little bit. We had fun. Bill actually helped me pick out a lot of the colors for this. We talked about the quiet colors, because when we bought the land where the house is being built, it's a little bit out of town, not a ton, but it is so quiet out there. I remember we were looking out there. We bought it about just a little over a year ago. Yeah, and I said to you, I can just see us living here. And it's
very peaceful.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you said to me. You said it's very peaceful out there. And so last fall, we took a quick trip up to Minneapolis for a long weekend. We did IKEA. We did a brewery tour. That was fun. Yeah. And then what brewery tour did we go to?
Summit Brewing.
Summit Brew, okay.
In St. Paul.
And then on our way out of town, we did Stitchville. So on the drive home, our back of our car was full of IKEA and beer and stitching.
It's quite the combo. Very successful weekend.
It was. So when we were in Stitchville, that's actually kind of when we started picking out the colors. I picked out a couple different. Debbie's shop is whoa. I mean, it's amazing. She's just got tons of linen, tons of thread. The places, you can't just spend an hour there. I think we were definitely there 2 to 3 hours, and I could have spent them more. But we just started pulling colors. I had pulled a couple different colors of linen, and then you enjoy this part of the process.
Sure, I help out.
You like picking the colors, and yes, linen companies and thread companies will send me threads and linen, but nothing beats just being able to stand there and go, and I think we kind of got it down to about, 20 different colors, something like that. And then I know that, I think the whole series ended up down to about 11 colors. So, we kind of, sometimes you got to start with more. I've long been wanting to do something with white on what I call like a burlap type color. And I settled on Weeks Dye Works straw linen, and they're all done on 32 count. I'm really, really hoping he's not getting sick again. But anyway, so the themes are all obviously, Christmas oriented, holiday oriented. They're coming out in groups of 3, and each has kind of a theme, I would say. And each one has sort of something to do maybe with our family or a little bit of background. So I've shown a couple of them on Facebook already and Instagram. So we'll talk about them a little bit more. Do you want to be my... So the first one up, you gotta hold it closer, honey. They gotta get a better look. There you go. Here's my Vanna. But now I'm gonna start coughing. Anyway, so Tree Farm is the first one up, and that's kind of just a throwback to when the boys were little, and we would drive out to is it Akron? Yeah, Akron. TNS Tree Farm, and we'd go cut our own tree down, and it was kind of fun. We haven't done it recently because one year we actually had to break down and buy a fake tree, because I think that year it was so cold, everything was frozen to the ground.
Everything was frozen.
And but so our good artificial trees are expensive, so I'm trying to get my money's worth out of that one. But so Tree Farm is just pretty colors, very just I'm gonna tell you, if you want red, there's not in there, and I'm telling shops the entire color palette for the whole series. They're quick stitches, and they don't even have to be ornaments if you don't want them to. So that's Tree Farm. And then going with the tree theme, we've got Cut and Carry. And you know me, I like my words, and I like my graphics in there. And this one kind of reminded me, I've got like little lights up here. And it made me think of was in our downtown by our Walgreens, the Boy Scouts always have a tree lot down there. And during the day, it's downtown it's not so pretty. But at night, when the lights go on, you know, they string the lights above, and it's just kind of magical when you drive around at night and see all the lights. So they're kind of hard to see on there. I did them in a gold. You could also opt to do them in a white as well, but I wanted to inject a little bit of different color there. So I loved the bold graphic trees. So, and then there's the last one for this grouping. This is called Zinc House Row. Bill wanted me to call it.
I don't recall.
No, you wanted me to call it Little Zinc Houses, and and I thought, yeah, I don't want to get in trouble on that one. I don't have any copyright problems. But anyway, so just I love the whole, you know, cloche, making the little vignette in there. I really like to decorate our home for Christmas. I honestly, I don't think I decorate it the same way each year.
No, there's no real plan.
No, it's just, I create lots of little...
comes together.
Yeah, I create lots of little vignettes, and I like to do things like that. You know, I might have a little tree with little teeny houses underneath it. So that just kind of was a memory of some of how I decorate. Now with the finish, they're all different sizes. So kind of the unifying is going to be obviously the linen color and then the color palette. There's several greens, there's several tealy blues, white, some browns, a little bit of gray. I just think they're soft and they're quiet. And then I chose just a fun little fabric for the back. I actually had that in my stash. How cool was that? I flat finished them. There will be templates. Yeah, I just did a real thin cording on the edge. And there will be templates for the various shapes. I will put those on my website under tutorials after market. Now I am gonna do, because of last year and 12 days and the hunt for the great
the great mini boxwood hunt.
Oh my gosh, the trim that we got told, oh yeah, we carry that all the time.
That's not seasonal.
Yeah, no, we don't really carry that all the time.
But it is seasonal.
Yeah, but it is. So I kind of did a fun little finish. I had been wanting to do something with these wool felt balls, and I searched for the right color for a long time. And let me tell you, when you order from a company and say you want how many thousands that I ordered, they kind of freak out on you. And after a few communications and a little freaking out on my part and frantic phone calls to him going, oh my gosh, and he's going,
it'll be all right. It'll work out.
He's good that way. We finally got them ordered, and they arrived at my house, and I opened the box, and they were the brightest turquoise wool felt balls you ever saw in your whole life. We had a little miscommunication. So those went back, and then these finally arrived, and I was not exactly sure this was even gonna happen. I went through a variety of finishes. There was ribbon. I now have 15 spools of ribbon that
will appear somewhere else.
I'll figure something else out to do with them. I just wanted a real clean, simple finish. I am making finishing kits that will include the 9 of the wool felt balls and then the fun little twisted baker's twine. And there'll be enough to finish all 9 of them, and also a little tutorial in there about how to attach it and make your ornaments look like mine. Just a very, just a fun little extra, but a very simple, very elegant finish. So here, should we do the ta-da?
First 3.
Yep, those are the first 3. So these come out at Nashville Market.
Yep.
So a lot of shops now are taking pre-orders so that they can come and pick them up, and they'll do clubs where they'll include your linen and your threads and all that kind. The next set of 3 will come out in about, late April.
Late April.
And then the last 3 will come out in late June. These are quick stitches. They're, not overly large ornaments at all. And even if you didn't want to do them as an ornament and you wanted to put them, make a little stand up or in a little frame, they're all a variety of sizes. And I think they would be good for that. So even if you don't do the whole series, pick the one you like. So should we should we do a little sneak peek ahead for those
Sure.
that were watching? Let's do that one first.
Okay. Sneaky, right here. Sneaky.
I planned to be
Sneaky
sneaky. Anyway, so the theme for the next 3 will be the little putz houses, those little paper mache houses. So, thank you for sneaking. I have some very vivid memories of those little putz houses. When we first moved to Pittsburgh when I was a little girl, my parents rented a house for the first year, and in the living room there were like this long shelf, and that's where my mom put her houses, the paper mache houses, and then of course we had the mirror that was the ice skating rink, and then we had the little figurines on it. One we always had to prop up because I'm not sure which one of the 3 of us broke her leg. It wasn't me. At least I don't think it was.
I'll never tell.
We'll have to ask my mom. And you know, so she was on the ice, and then all the little houses, and you stuck the bulb in behind to light them up. Except all of ours, the windows were all like tissue paper, and they all had holes in them. Because we all were a little curious as little kids, and
We're not sure who took care of that either.
I don't know. Anyway, so and you'll notice some of them have words and some of them don't. There's kind of a nice little mix. So the second chapter, if you will, is all about the little putz houses, and then the third grouping. This is. I love the colors of this. The third grouping is all about the reindeer. So this one we have the North Pole Trading Company. Thank you, honey, for the sneak peeks. Anyway, so that just gives you a little taste of what's to come, whet your appetite, see if you want to do the whole series. There's some really, and those, there's some really cool ones in there. I did stitch all these models, and I don't know, because they're going to hang on my tree next year, or probably our mantle next year, I think. This year I did the 12 Days Mantle, which I shared a couple videos ago, and next year I think I'll do the White Christmas, the Quiet Christmas, the Quiet Colors of Christmas mantle. So, so that's White Christmas. So don't think the song, I mean, I guess if you want to, that was kind of, I wasn't sure about naming it White Christmas, but you know, once I kind of got beyond that, not even singing the song.
Nope.
Anyway, so that's kind of it. We are T-minus.
Don't think about it.
How many days now?
There's more than one day, so we're okay.
Yeah, yep. You know, I make daily trips back and forth to the printer at this point. A couple of my other friends who also design and who also exhibit, we limit our phone calls and everything is timed, but we typically have panicked help kind of moments, but you know, it always comes out, and I love being at market because it means we don't have to get ready for market anymore. Yeah. Do you have any favorite market memories? Bill comes with me. You've come with me for 5 years now?
It's a lot of hard work, and
Yeah.
you get to meet a lot of great people. The shop owners, the different designers.
Yep.
It's just a lot of fun. We have a good time.
It is.
It's hard work, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I still talk to people, and they say, well, you're going to Nashville. What's Nashville like? I'm like, I don't know. On Wednesday night, we drive past Nashville, and it's all lit up, and it's beautiful. It looks like a great city. And on Monday morning, we're exhausted driving by going, bye, Nashville.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're at the hotel the whole time.
For 48 to 72 hours, we actually don't even leave the hotel.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of great people, and we have a good time.
Yep. So after Nashville, we kind of hit the ground running. I've got a lot of teaching coming up this year, and you might say, well, are you working on anything now, or were you stitching on anything? And I'll share, I am stitching on something right now. I'm not going to say anything about it.
Excuse
You
me.
need to get you some honey. But anyway, so just if you want to know what I'm working on, I don't know, hold on. That's what I'm working on right now. you may or may not see that again at some point. But anyway, so just to let you know, I am stitching away. I do have more releases coming up. I think I'll plan on doing other videos, at least one more to show you what's going on. Make sure you check out on Instagram and Facebook, and also if I do a blog or an email, check with your shops. There's a ton of shops going, and they would love to be able to pick something up for you. If you're not sure who, please email me or message me on, you can message me on Facebook, and you can message me on Instagram too. I forget to check on Instagram a lot, so I hope if I ignore you for a day, don't feel like I'm ignoring you.
And there's a list of shops on your website.
Yep, list of shops on the website. We're going to be getting information for the new stuff up as quickly as possible. And wow, it's a busy time, but lots of fun.
It is.
And thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
You just never know who I'm going to bring. So let's see.
I don't think me snoring on the couch would have been the correct ambiance for this this platform.
Yeah, he wants a nap this afternoon, and I dare say this week he's earned it.
It's been a busy week.
So, alrighty. Well, I think that's all for now. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a good week. And in the meantime, enjoy the stitch.